a cuppa coming. Hello, Sean. How are you? We finally got our back deck all done now, so we can come and sit on it. Plenty more work to do, but we are getting there. Beautiful day. We were told maybe it might rain, which will break a 7-month drought for us. Thank you. Yeah, it does look good. I don't know how much of it you're seeing, but that's the back patio. And no steps yet, but I'm putting a ramp down here. The reason why we got timber out here is that it flows through from inside as well. Hello? You're on camera. Filming you. Why? Because I can. No, live stream, just a quick one. Oh, she got no eyes on apparently. These doors, Sean came off a 1930s, we believe, old school. And you can see that even some of the signs came with it. Obviously they're fairly modern signs. My wife wanted to keep them. Now I can have made this look like new. I did a lot of work. The wife came up on the first door and said, how about we keep a few of the dings and the dangs and make it a bit motley? It's actually more work to do that. You know that, Sean, don't you? Than it is just to take it back and redo it again. That's what she wants. This is the guest bedroom with its own ensuite. Nice big wide-arse shower. And those windows took me a year to find. Yeah, we've done quite a lot of that. And I had to get 3 of them because I've got an office, this bedroom, and our bedroom in here. So I had to find 3. And these come out, these Art Deco obviously from the 40s. There's a bit of work to do to them. I'm going to wait till I finish painting the walls. Not a great deal, because it's lead paint, I'll be all masked up and just a gentle sand and a fill. But we love the actual look of them. And this is our bathroom. Walk-in robes. I'll get to use about this much over here for myself. And this will be all hers. And this will be all hers. You know the story. So same as the other ensuite, except we've got a toilet in ours. They've got a toilet in theirs as well, but it's in the open. I had a big win last week. I picked up some skirting boards. They're from a 1930 house and a colonial house because it had eventually gone into ruin, so they pulled it apart. Just quickly show you over there, those skirting boards are 10 inches wide. So I'm fixing them up and they're going to go along the walls. But this window we refurbished. That was pretty daggy when we got it. Hello, Megan. This one had a lot of work done to it. I'm waiting to stain this. I've taken it back, but I want to see how the floor ends up in colour after it's sanded and a coat of polyurethane, just a matte finish. But when that's done, I can see what I can match the doors with. So, yeah, Mr. Seeds is just putting her eyes on, Megan. So, yeah, so all this will be paved. The wife wants that gone, so that will disappear. And possibly a pool over there for Megan, so she can put on her skimpy bikini. That's how we do stormwater drains in Australia. There's 2 big pits and all the water from the house, as you can see here, will go into there. If I choose to put a rainwater tank, which I probably will, it'll probably go in this area here. So still lots of work to do, but it's finishing work, which is okay. We looked at getting like new French doors. I do now in body shaming. We'll just wear a mask so you can't see yourself. all the doors, windows. Not only do you save money by refurbishing old, it adds lots of character because the actual house that it's attached to was built in 1950, so it's an old cedar timber cottage, 2 bedrooms, bathroom and a big lounge. And so what we did was we pushed out the old kitchen, that's what you saw up the end, and we added that in, and we're going to put our own kitchen in, which I've half made up, and when they finish the floors I can get in and do it. So, but yeah, just making it new, but with a touch of old. The old saying is if you want to save money, you don't spend it. Meaning, if you can do something yourself, you'll save money. The wife's putting her eyes on me, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to film it." No, I haven't got my eyes on. What? You got eyes? What are you talking about? You know what I mean. My makeup goes on first thing in the morning. It's water. Wash, clean, done. Yeah, it's different. Like these windows. They're like I say, from the 1940s. They're Art Deco windows. I love them. Like I say, it took ages finding 3 of them because I needed 2 for a bed, 2 bedrooms and 1 for an office. And they need work. It's not as if they don't come without their ageing, but you always look flawless. Yeah, just by water. That's the secret, Megan. Just wash your face. But it's like we've brought it, like I say, the old house is built in the 1950s. We've added all this addition on, which is 2020, but we carried a little bit of the old, like all the windows are sash windows that you pull up, just like the sash windows inside the old cottage. You wish you could smell it. What, the new house or the old timber? It's going to be 100 again today, which is normal. People scream, "Oh, that's too hot." We get that for 4 months. Yeah, I love sash windows. They're really, really character. That's the best way I can describe it. So, I mean, I didn't build this house, but you take all the doors and windows that I did. Well, I did that. I've built 2 houses before, but I'm old. I don't want to climb up on roofs anymore. Pitch, nail gun, climb up and down, because I don't want to. But I'm doing everything I can. People often have asked us, "Look, there's just 2 of you. Why are you building your house is now 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms? What are you going to do?" Well, we've got 5 kids and 10 grandkids. No worries, Megan, you have a good one. That's why. We've got loads of relatives. So they will come. And it will be full. But at this stage of a build, it's trimming, painting, finishing. Like I say, we haven't put the steps in yet, but we will very shortly. Then pave. And the wife's not that keen on a pool, but I won't get a monster pool. I'll probably get something about 20 by 10, nothing huge. Because the grandkids just love it. Yeah, it means each week I've got to do some maintenance, but I've done it before. Salt chlorinators make life easy. Quick test, make sure it's healthy. And there'll be loads of noise. During the middle of winter, for us it's too cold at 24 degrees Celsius. But I might put a solar heater I'm going to put a roof over the pool anyway. Put a solar heater on it so you can maintain a fairly warm temperature all year. But that's down the track. No rush. Just a matter of time. I was going to get a cup of coffee before I turn the camera on. When the missus knew I had the camera on, I've got to go do my eyes. Got to do my eyes. Righto. So it's my fault I didn't get a coffee. Well, that blue sky we see a lot of in Australia. It's just blue, 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 and even more blue. But there is a hint in the horizon, if you can see what I'm saying. Hello, lake. There's the tinge of a lighter blue, which means our season is turning. That's only through experience of knowing that that is the case. Mystic's doing her eyes. She'll be back shortly. Is she coming now? Yes. She's coming. But it's still going to be hot for another 3 or 4 weeks. And then there'll be a slight cool off. Lake, Megan was in here. Sean popped in and said hello. Shall I take a close-up of your eyes now?
No.
Because you got your eyes on?
No.
Okay. The Brim.
Oh, is he gone?
Yeah, he pops in every now and then. Hello, Susie. Rujix, good morning. My ledge end.
He's not on his laptop.
I'm on my phone. I'm lazy. It's nice sitting out on the deck, I must admit. You can see that sky, that lower blue colour, the whiter blue.
Yeah.
That's the change of season coming. Anytime you like, Lee, come on down. I've got about 400 square metres of painting to do, so you're welcome to come now. Then there's 280 square metres or 1,000 square feet of paving to do, so yeah, come on down. And then there's plenty of varnishing and painting and sanding. Yeah, so if you'd like to come this weekend, no problem. He'll say, oh, it's a shame I can't make it at the moment. Just let me know when you're finished. Sounds good to me. No, I wouldn't do that. Rujix knows I wouldn't do that. He'd be welcome to come on down. Not during summer though, Rujix. Seriously. Your lily white Canadian skin wouldn't handle it. It's not a super big patio area. It's, what is it, 20 feet by about 13. Yeah, you know the method exactly, Rujix. You get out what you put in. That's life. You do nothing, you get nothing. It's pretty simple. Yeah, Melvis. Like I say, when you look at it now, the house is still incomplete. The finishing doesn't take a lot of time, like the painting, skirting boards, paint, varnish, all that sort of thing. It doesn't take time, but it transforms your basic shell into something like, wow, that looks good. And then, of course, you add furniture, etc., and then it just changes it completely. I'll show you the wall colour. You get an idea, but I'll put it behind me. You can see. It's not yellow, is it? What we saw,
It is. It's a very
like an antique white with a yellow tinge sandstone type thingy in it, and this is called texture coat. It's a paint that goes over hardwood. No, the whole house is raised up. What we did, Rujix, that very end bit there, that little hole that you see there, that was the old kitchen in the old house. So we knocked all that out, redid all the plumbing, etc. But that is the level of the old house. So we just, you know, it's up, you understand meterage, so it's probably about 1 metre high. Can I get you a better picture? So it's about 1 metre high from the decking. A little bit higher down here than it was back at the house, but that's the old cottage there, see? That we've attached all of this to, so that's why I'm putting a ramp down here. Oh, I've got too close now. I'm going to put a ramp off these steps going down that way, because we've got a lot of old people in the family that will struggle with stairs, and having a ramp means that those that are a little bit infirm won't have any issue getting up and down. We're going to, I'm talking to the wife now, we're going to have these little in-wars when we have like 2 or 3 grandkids stay here. Like who gets that bedroom and who gets that bedroom.
Yeah,
That'll sort itself out. Yeah, a ramp, it's not necessary for us because we can still nimbly get around, but time will take its toll on me, I'm sure. And in years to come, I'll probably appreciate that we put a ramp in early. It's actually going to have 1 step down onto a platform, then a ramp, because that makes it easier for an angle, so you don't need such a long ramp. It'll still be a good 15, 16 feet ramp. Oh mate, we get so many different parrots, and you'll see when we set up an outdoor area, we do cater for them. There'll be all different types of foods for different birds. We love just sitting out there, and after a while they'll come right up to you. We get a lot now. We get loads of finches. We get, I don't know, 30, 40 species here that come. Yeah, that's true, Susie. It's just like, even if you wanted to carry some furniture into a house, it's a lot easier to do with a ramp than it is trying to go upstairs. But I've got to work out a plan, how the ramp's going to be, platform, and then the angle. It'll all get done. There's a bit of moisture around, isn't there? You can feel it.
Yes, my hair tells me that.
And there's old lumpy clouds on the horizon. Maybe we'll get something. They promised we'd get something, but they've said that for 7 months. I don't see any rain. Should say hello to people instead of just pointing at the wall all day.
And they can see the sunshine.
Oh no, I haven't done my hair. I'll have to go.
Go. Don't be smart. I'll slap you.
Oh dear. There's the princess over there.
Say, oh, so beautiful. They said you're beautiful.
I think they're talking about
Rujik
you.
said, oh, so beautiful.
He's looking at you.
No, I just got a higher Mystic.
Oh,
I just got a higher Mystic. You got the beautiful.
yeah, right.
Oh, thank you. Yes. He said I'm very nice. Hey, Wolf. It is. It's beautiful here, but possibly could get a storm later, which would be good.
Oh, I love it.
A bit of rain. Yeah, put it back on you.
Yeah, so we're pleased as to what stage we're at. We're under no delusion there's plenty of work. Good morning, Mel. How are you? Hello, Jinx. Yeah, no, the deck looks really good. It's the painting that's makes and finishes the house. And of course the floors getting sanded and treated. But it's a good size. I mean, from the end of the patio over there to the kitchen wall is
Oh, you're mowing the lawn. Hanging up clothes, making the bed,
about
walking.
18 metres, about 50 feet of all timber flooring. Mel's been mowing the lawn, hanging up clothes, making beds. What are you, a housemaid?
Hang on, like,
What wise words do I have you today, Seeds?
be right back, alright.
Smile and da. Just smile. That's all you got to do. Everything else follows. There's no wisdom that I really offer. It's a case of be yourself, be honest about yourself, be you, and all those enjoyable bits in life, try and capture as many of them as you can. And like I say, our lives are like the yellow brick road, except there's a few camel turds along the way. Most of the time you see the piles of camel turds, sometimes you don't. So you step in them. Just makes you more aware, you know what I mean? You get to look at all the camel turds and avoid them, if you can. There's no secret to life, except living it. We do, though, like, you know what I mean? Even the best intended plans of mice and men will end up with camel poo in your foot. I didn't see that bit. And people always worry about small things like, oh, I've got an electricity bill. I don't know how I'm going to pay it. Well, call the electricity company and say, look, we're doing it tough. Can I pay you over the next 6 weeks? And they go, yep, no worries. Don't just throw your hands in the air and go, oh, it's the end of the world. It's not. You just become a little bit more frugal, buy foods that are a bit cheaper maybe, still healthy, but cheaper. And just get by that little lump. You know, that everyone has these lumps in lives financially. It's like when somebody says to me, give me 20 bucks because I'm doing it hard. I say, well, how much does your internet cost a month? And they say, oh, 60? No. Just go a month without the internet.
God. How was that for an exciting greeting? Look who just walked in the rain.
Oh, don't say that you've got any lumps, Bully, but there's a few blemishes there for sure. You probably need to have a doctor look at them. But life's good. You can go through life being miserable and complaining. Won't do any good. Won't solve anything. Most of the problems that we get into, we're the ones that got us there. How are the odd circumstances that maybe someone else did drag you down, but rare. It's normally our own errors. But like not being able to pay electricity or being a bit short this week, something else, you'll get by. Most companies are pretty good. I mean, we do pay our annual rates in one big hit, but if you are struggling, you can pay them off over the year, you know, just micromanage what income you've got. Some people do live week to week and it's tough. It's not impossible though. It's just tough. And sometimes doing it tough makes you resilient, gives you an inner strength. Yep, that's how to do it, Blake. I mean, sometimes there's a gravy train, sometimes there's no tracks. Forget the train, tracks have disappeared. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, move on. Like I say, as you get older, there's things that affect you, like your body. You don't have all that stamina you used to have. You still got some. I've still got some. You have to pace yourself to do things. I don't even know what you're talking about, Bully. Is that a supposition? Are you putting forward a case? Or see, I always believe people are guilty when charged and proven. Though you can have doubts, there's no problem there. But I don't discuss those sort of things on my hangouts. You're in the wrong hangout, Bully. Yep, lovely little pink tutu. I reckon silver, like dance shoes too. You know those little slip-on silver dance shoes? Like, that would suit him, I think. Maybe a little tiara, just a suggestion. Well, that's not the case as of the moment, Bully. Like I say, I do not discuss those on my hangouts. I may, on occasions, make a video regarding what I think, but I don't do it on my hangout, so I'll ask you not to raise it again, if you don't mind. Plenty other venues for you to go. Mystic Photo Bomb.
Took you long enough to realise
What?
that I was still behind.
I didn't until he said it, and then I looked. And how's your day been, Bully? What did you have for lunch? What did you take in your little plastic Batman lunchbox to work? Was it cheese sandwiches with the edges cut off? Maybe a little up and go, just to get you through the day? Banana, maybe? Fresh fruit? What did you have for lunch? We all know the old cheese and crackers, don't we, Jinx? I'll never forget Ellie's cackle. Grapes, they're good for you. I like all sorts of grapes, but I do like seedless grapes, must admit. Fresco to make of chips. Sounds like a man on the go.
What's a fresca?
Ask him.
What's a fresca, Wolf? Did I say it right?
Mm-hmm. We often sit down with a cheese board, fruit, pickles, crackers, say a few couple of tomatoes, and that'll be our dinner. Yum. Just cut a bit more cheese off, a bit of cracker, maybe a dip. That's a good way to have a nice, steady meal without overfilling.
It's a grapefruit flavoured diet.
Sparkling drink.
Oh. Oh, actually, it sounds nice. I like grapefruit. Hey, yeah, man. Long time no see.
I don't even see him. Oh, no, I don't see him. Where is he? Oh, there. Mine's delayed.
Yeah,
My
yes.
messages get delayed. G'day, yeah, man.
I
But yeah, we don't always have a big meal every night. And at least once or twice a week, we just have vegetables.
I like the,
roasted veggies, steamed veggies, sour cream, chili sauce. Yum.
Maybe you can get it. Hello?
Got a green parrot?
Yeah,
Where is he?
in the tree there.
There's a big tree. Whereabouts in the tree?
Just at the bottom. Just look above the roof and you'll see him. He blends in.
I know. Still can't see him. But we've got one green parrot that lives there all the time.
That
You
doesn't
get that?
look like Pittsburgh, but yeah, it's coming.
So we're going on a little adventure tomorrow. Going back to my old town where I grew up. It's a long way away. And if we get time, we're going to pull into an old museum which is supposedly haunted. But those things don't bother me. There's some really old cool stuff, so we might pop into there and take you around my old town, show you how beautiful the ocean and the beaches are. I've got one daughter there, got a lot of friends, but I've got one daughter that still lives there. But all the other kids are basically around us, a little bit south, a bit east. But it's a beautiful city. I first moved there in 1969, and there was not 6,000 people there, less. Now there's over 60 to 70,000 people there. Things change. I don't know, you're gonna try and do a live hangout driving out of Perth, aren't you?
Yeah.
So we'll try, the internet's not that good as soon as you get into the bush.
Well, it'll have to be on your phone because I can't do
Yeah, okay.
live hangouts.
We'll put it on my phone and then you'll probably get 20 or 30 minutes. You don't have to go far out of any town in Australia, then you hit the desert, so
It's just our
there's only so
provider.
much sand I can show you.
Yeah, but it's just our provider that doesn't, it has black spots.
But there we go. We'll do videos of the city, my old town. So that'll be interesting. I'll catch up with some friends, daughter and 3 of the grandkids. One of the grandkids last night actually up there was helping move some limestone blocks. Dropped one on his big toe, didn't he? He's now in surgery with an orthopedic surgeon trying to fix the bone.
What the hell's that saying?
I don't know, can't you?
Something siren.
Testing siren?
Could be.
Sounds like 1984. Winston, come to room 101. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
testing a siren.
siren.
Testing the emergency sirens. Which is good practice, I suppose. Mainly for staff.
There we go.
All citizens go below deck.
Actually,
Incoming missiles.
they haven't done that in a while.
There you go. Live and uninterrupted broadcast of a nuclear strike. A lot of those things. It's a big train stations all the way through Perth. What they do is they do these drills for staff to be able to direct people to get the hell out of there. You know what I mean? So they've been doing that for years. Mind you, they do the test at this time of the day, mid-morning, because they wouldn't do it first thing in the morning. You've got a few million people jumping onto the train system. Be a bit awkward.
I don't know if it's the train station or actually the factories over there.
What?
The factories.
No, that would be the train station. Had to throw the little bit of my coffee left out because there was a fly doing breaststroke. Hey, what's going on here? Tastes good. Mmm.
Would have been a bit of protein for you.
Yeah, do you want it? I'll go and get it for you.
No.
We used to do, seriously, when I was a younger kid, we did the drop and hide under the desk. Moscow, not much point, you know, when you think about historically looking back, living in the UK and sitting under a desk as a nuclear bombardment comes. Yeah, that'll stop it. That little old wooden desk, whew, nuclear proof. Not really. But there's a chance of a storm. If there's a storm, we're going to end this hangout shortly. If there is a storm, I'm going live. It was a drill they do, I think, if I go to school, 64 I went to school. I think it was about, I'd have been about 7 or 8. And they explained what it was for and procedures, but they didn't explain what you do after. Like, you hide under your desk and wait for your teacher's instructions after the nuclear bomb hits. Yeah, that should work out well. Someone in the drive next door, I think. We don't want to know about a nuclear war. Good night, Lake.
See you later.
Yeah, heaps of doves just come out of that tree. Well, we won't bore you much longer. Just saying a quick good day to you. And we shall wander off. We've got some packing to do and cleaning before we go on our adventure north, but not to Alaska. So from me, it's goodbye.
Coffee cup's in the way.
Well, you had the power to move it. Hi guys.